Hello and welcome back to Paper Flight. I'm Ryan, and in this video I'm gonna show you my modification for the May4 paper plane. So May4 is this cool paper plane that can fly over 80 meters indoors, and I really want to make a tutorial of it. So here is my improved version. I adjusted the center of gravity backward a little bit to enhance its stability and ability to glide longer. It's a really interesting paper plane because usually paper planes start with a vertical fold, but this plane is different. It starts with a horizontal fold. Now let's see some outdoor flight tests of this plane's performance. However, all the flight videos are from the original creator, not me.
It's been a couple years since I've seen your face. Wanna what you're up to now. Yeah, my head is still up in space. I guess I never came down.
Alright, so it can glide very far. So now let's start folding it. To fold May4, you can have a choice of a few different types of papers. For example, 80 GSM to 100 GSM paper, or if you have any other papers like paper plane organization papers or CX22 papers. For me, I personally would like to use 80 grams paper for this one because if it's 100 grams, then it would be tough to fold. Now let's start folding. First step, as I said before, is a horizontal fold, which is very different from all other paper planes. Unfold, and then you need a ruler and a pencil to measure something. Measure from the middle crease to a 2 centimeters point. Both sides measure 2 centimeters. Now fold from the bottom crease to the 2 centimeters point. Turn the paper over and fold from the center crease, and then fold the other half like this, so it would be symmetrical. And then here's an interesting origami step. So fold like this to the middle crease. You can leave like 1 millimeter gap. Do the same for the other side. I think this is a genius step because it makes the paper's aspect ratio good for a paper plane, and it strengthens the center of the paper plane and makes the handle and the middle better, so it can glide further with a really high airspeed. Take out your ruler again, and we have to measure the length of the paper plane, and I chose 13.6 centimeters. So mark this point, which is 1 centimeter longer than the original creator. After you measured 13.6 centimeters, fold from this point up on the back side. Now we gotta measure again from the top of the paper plane, so like the bottom of the paper up approximately 0.7 centimeters. This short length will be used for the lock head of the paper plane, so it can be locked together. Lock head is important if you don't know how to do it because it strengthens the top of the paper plane, makes the structure more focused and balanced, increases airspeed, and overall gives better glide. Now measure from the lock head point 0.6 centimeters to the end of the papers, so like this if you don't understand. Basically from the point we just marked to the corner of the paper here. This will basically be the wing of the paper plane, so fold from that line we drew. Same thing for the other side. Here, careful if you're not an expert, because here you need to fold it in half, so it would be like this, and then fold like this, symmetrical as the other side. There would be a gap in front because that's for the locking mechanism. Now unfold it. Now we fold from the corner to about 1 millimeters away from the crease we just made, something like this. Keep it completely the same for the other side. This will keep the plane's body locked together while also strengthening the wings. Now fold from this up, and then now we have to measure the top of this corner. Measure this point and then mark it. Do the same for the other side. Now use 2 points as an indicator. You can draw a little line here. Open it up like this and then turn the paper over, fold it along this line. But you can see the loose point here, so fold from there to the corner. Something like this to form this like a curve. This is my original idea to create a more complex and precise internal structure for the lock body to enhance the stability and counterweight. So it would be something like this, and then fold this up. It's clever because it forms a diagonal line like this, so the whole paper plane pocket fits perfectly like this. But now we gotta turn the paper like this to fold the locking mechanism. This is actually a common locking mechanism in distance gliders. If you don't know how to fold this, you're probably new and you gotta practice. Here we can see the design has lots of layers of paper, so if we just directly fold the wings, the paper might break apart, so it won't work. I recommend you guys to take a little bit of tape and then just basically tape the locking mechanism so it won't break. Be extra careful here because the paper might break, so use your tape to tape this part like this. This is to prevent it from cracking, serving as a simple adhesive to prevent it from breaking apart. Like this, and then first flatten the whole plane. Now we have to put this paper piece from both sides to put it in this pocket, slide it into the pocket so it will be locked. Alright, now hopefully you have a thin body of the paper plane. Now it's time for folding the wings. Use a pencil again to measure about 2 or 3 millimeters below this paper layer line, and then fold from the lock head, from top of the lock head to that 2 or 3 millimeters point. This will be the wings. Make sure to do it also for the other side and keep it completely symmetrical. This is a wide wing area, so it will glide for a long time. And that completes the shape of the paper plane. However, there is some taping required, so pull out your tape again. I won't do too much demo for the taping part, just do it like this photo here. And probably also tape a bit of the backside paper layer so the plane will be together and it will glide very long. Yeah, so that's the plane. Once you have finished taping and then adjusted the paper plane and then added the elevator on the back, and yeah, you can fly it and it will fly really far, I promise. Even I can get it to fly at least 70 meters outdoors. Now let me explain some more about the paper plane. So this is May4 and the original design was very innovative as it used horizontal fold and some innovative techniques which got like 1.5 million views on another social media platform. First few steps of the paper plane sort of broke the barriers of original traditional paper planes and opened a new territory. It has a shorter fuselage unlike the usual plane we used to make when we're young. So this is sort of opening a door to a new type of distance paper planes. Though I don't have the permission to upload the original one, I made this modified version, which is interesting because you can adjust your own structure and the length of paper plane because, for example, the wing cord length I used at the back here, it's not a fixed data, so you can adjust how you want it to be. The original version is not that stable, so I made the adjustment to make it more stable and keep the ability to make it fly over 70-80 meters. So that's all of the video, and see you next time. Bye!